hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey, deep thinkers, baby, we are back with another conversation, okay? Because I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, free will is one of the best things that we have, and a lot of us don't use it as much as we should be. And as I've started using mine and just doing what the fuck I want to do, like, it's been beautiful as hell. So, y'all, so I came to Brazil, to Rio de Janeiro for Carnival. My goal was just to be down here for about 2 weeks or so, and then I was gonna fly out to Chile, right? Y'all, I got to Rio and I was like, I like this. And so now I'm living in Brazil. Okay. I did leave Rio, so I'm no longer in the Rio area. But baby, listen, let me tell y'all, because I was sitting here like, I spent all this time learning Spanish because I was expecting to be traveling to all Spanish speaking countries. And I got to Brazil and I was just like, all the black people, it's just beautiful. Like, and they speak Portuguese. So now I'm starting over from the beginning, learning Portuguese. Okay. My sinuses kind of acting up a little bit because during Carnival, baby, everybody was smoking cigarettes. It was just a lot going on. But baby, Carnival in itself, I'm gonna make my own video going into Carnival because that experience, I just don't even. I still gotta wrap my head around the experience. It was freaking amazing. Okay, this was my first Carnival experience, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Rio de Janeiro for it. I didn't know what to expect. But baby, now I'm like, it's turn up city. The city don't sleep. The people don't sleep. Everything shuts down. Do you hear me? Shuts down. The people are wild. All the streets are blocked off. The police just let people do because it's literally a holiday. Like nothing goes on in Rio when there's a carnival going on. Okay. Now there's a carnival in Sao Paulo where I'm at, but I'm not by it. I'm in like the Japanese neighborhood or whatever. But I do plan on going to Salvador too sometime while I'm here. But my current, I rented out a studio condo for a month because baby, it was only $900, $890 to be exact. Okay, that's half of what I was paying back in the United States. So with my free will, I decided that I was going to stay in Brazil instead of going to my next country. And Brazil lets you stay here for up to 90 days on a tourist visa. So I think I'm gonna stay here for the full 90 days. That's when I change my flight out to my next country. We'll see. Like I said, free will, I'm gonna use it. So I'm here as long as until my spirit say it's time to go. Well, within them 90 days, okay? Within them 90 days. But so far being in Brazil, y'all, it's been so freaking beautiful. When I tell you the greenery is so green, it's so healthy. My bowels have been like moving naturally. Okay. Now I will say that like the food, it hasn't been one of my favorite places for food. I think still Colombia is one of my favorite places for food, but I have had some really good food here too. Um, but it ain't as good. Now the cost of living is like I said, I got this apartment for less than $900 for the month, but it depends on where you're at when it comes to the cost of living. So like being in Rio de Janeiro, it was more expensive, but then it was also during Carnival, so of course shit is gonna be skyrocketed. But right now, $1 American is equal to like six Brazilian reals. So the cost difference is it's not too much. So for example, I just got me some ramen with a drink, and I love how their Sprite comes in like a bottle. It doesn't come in a. It's like it's a plastic bottle that I've never seen before. But I got a bowl of ramen with the chicken, all that jazz and my drink for $10. Back home, that would have been about $17 or so. You know what I'm saying, for what I got. Now there's other foods and things that I could get, but I really wanted to get some ramen. That was the first meal I bought. I did go to the grocery store and did a little bit of grocery shopping. I'm gonna post some reels on that. Well, not reels, sorry, that's Instagram. I'm gonna post some shorts on it. I got some grapes, I got some tea, Got some sugar, got some little cracker cookies. I got some water, got some juice, got some yogurt. Um, what else did I get? I don't know, but I got a nice amount of stuff and I only paid like $12 for it. So the cost of living is not too bad. I haven't gotten out to explore and do a lot of things, but it hasn't been, what I'm saying, too bad when looking at what I have been paying for. I haven't calculated my expenses just yet from being in Rio, but when I do, that's going to be posted on my Substack. But let me tell y'all, the people in Brazil are beautiful. My whole time walking around Rio, they thought I was a Brazilian. They literally kept trying to speak to me in Portuguese and stuff. Y'all, I met this man. He from London. He here visiting or whatever, but he in Rio still. He was my boo for a week. Okay, that was my boo for a week. He was showing me around, taking care of me, all this other jazz. Okay, he was like, "I thought you were Brazilian." You know what I'm saying? Like, because what people don't realize is that Brazil has the second largest population of Black people outside of Nigeria. Yes, Brazil has the second largest population of Black people outside of Nigeria. And so, with that, you see a lot of people who identify as Afro Brazilian here. And I haven't experienced any racism because that's something that you hear about, like, oh, they're racist in Brazil. They literally have anti racism laws and policies and things of that nature. Now, I know laws and policies don't really change stuff all the time, but they have that in effect to cut down on it. I haven't experienced any type of racism since I've been here. um Now I will say what I want to get into. It's just so much, y'all, I want to get into. I think I'm gonna make a different video going into Carnival in itself. But just the sense of being inside of Brazil right now has been absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I'm in Sao Paulo, so the temperature is perfect. It's like 75 degrees outside right now. It's been rainy. Now in Rio, this is still kind of like rainy season a little bit, so it does a lot of raining, but then it stops raining. So it rained earlier today and then it stopped. And when it stopped, I went outside and, did what I needed to do. Last night it rained as well. I took the bus here from Rio. The bus was like $50 and my bus left at 1 p.m. and I got in almost at 10. But it actually was not a bad experience. I took a Semilito, which is like a half bed type of thing, but like literally I was laid back. Like I slept really, really good on a bus. It was very comfortable. It was very clean. I didn't have to use the bathroom because we stopped at like this rest area, bus stop or whatnot, bus depot. And it wasn't full, so I had my space. Like the seat next to me was open and all of that. So I absolutely loved it. But just off the top notch of it, I'm in Brazil. I decided I'm gonna stay here for 3 months. I'm gonna stay my full 90 days before going to my next country. And my time here, I do want to take like probably a samba class to get some samba in. And I'm gonna look around to see like what other things to like take part in or whatnot. But I also want to just take this time to just sit and relax because one thing, it is hot as hell in Rio. It is hot as hell in Rio. So I love Sao Paulo because it's not as hot. The temperature is very much so more reasonable. And I'm in a very it's like a, well, I won't say gated, but it's a highly secure like condo building. And they have everything. Washing on up to the pool yet. I'm gonna go up there eventually. This is only my second day here, but I am gonna go up there and check that out and all that jazz eventually. But everything is here. They have like a supermarket inside of the building, and the thing that they have here in Brazil, and this has been at all the places that I've stayed at, they have something where you do a facial recognition to get in, so no one can just walk into the building. Like they have a facial recognition for your face before you can walk inside of the building, and that makes it even more secure in my standpoint. Like I absolutely love it. Now I did run into some issues with my first location where the facial recognition kept fucking up my face, and I was just like, is it because I got makeup on? Because I was dressing up for Carnival and all that jazz. But since I've been here, I haven't had any issues. It picks up on my face very, very well. I haven't run into any issues. You know, people try to make you, afraid to come to Brazil. Be like, oh, watch your phone, watch your this. They're gonna, people be stealing, and I don't know. I wasn't doing nothing dumb. Like I have my phone strap on my phone, but I don't just walk around with my phone out either to make myself a target for those things. That I also don't go to areas and shit that I don't feel comfortable being in either. Okay. But I just wanted to update y'all to let y'all know that I am now in Brazil. Let me know any questions that y'all have down below in regards to being in Brazil at this time. But all I want to say is, y'all, use your free will. Use your free will. I'm going to be updating y'all on the things that I love here, the things that I'm not loving here. I think the next video is going to get into carnival and my experience of going to my first carnival. But it's very, very busy outside. I don't know if you can hear it through the microphone. The microphone may, I'm saying, just be picking up my voice right now. The only downfall, like I said, has been my sinuses have been messing up since I've been here. Like, that's literally the only negative that I have to it. But I think a lot of that just has to deal with the changing of, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep because, baby, like I said, Rio don't sleep during carnival. But then also the in and out with like air conditioning and things of that nature. And so I say all that to say, use your free will and do what you want to do. Go where you want to go. Create a freedom of movement. Like, I really feel like true freedom is freedom of movement. And if you find yourself wanting to get to a place where you want to create that sense of freedom and that freedom of a movement, it's time to start now. It's time to start now. It's time to start building now. It's time to take that shit serious. Okay. After having the opportunity to move around to do what I want to do, I never see myself wanting to have something where I'm stuck to one location. Now, I know a lot of people, they want to have a home base and things of that nature. And I would love to have a home base one day, right? But right now, it's like, let me explore and see what's out there until I identify that home base. You get what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I met a little boo or whatever in London. If y'all find me out in London this summer, okay, don't be surprised if I pop up married. It's like, when we were talking, and I was telling him, I was like, well, I want to travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't staying in no cold ass place. I did not leave the United States and end up going to cold ass London. I have never had intentions of going to London. I'm like, baby, I'm gonna be traveling. This is what you need to know. So this gonna be an open relationship. But baby, I ain't taking it serious. I know it ain't serious. But one thing I will say is that when they say you gonna find a boo or something, and I wasn't even looking for him, okay? The man was running me down multiple times, okay? And it's so freaking interesting. I'm saying all this as like a joke because I don't see myself getting in a relationship for real. But he was real cute or whatever, okay? But if you want a boo, come to Brazil. Brazil and Colombia, okay? They looking to wife up some people, okay? They looking to wife up some people. But I'm about to go in here. I'm finally at a place where I can get some rest and breathe and get back to work because I've been off for like a week because my friend flew in and we, I'm saying, we were at Carnival, then we went out to an island. Like, it was a whole vibe. And so I'm about to sit, go in here, relax, breathe. I just had to update y'all on what's going on, where I'm at, all that jazz. And yes, okay. But let me know any questions y'all have down below in regards to Brazil, the aspect of moving around, creating a life of freedom. For those of you all who are interested in creating a life of freedom, I am going to be talking more about these things on the channel. I never wanted to become just like a niche. I wanted to always talk about the things that I want to talk about in regards to just life in general. And that's what the fuck I'm going to do. Okay. So let me know your comments, questions, concerns, all that jazz down below. And I'm going to see y'all later. Okay. And as always, remember, sometimes the shit is that deep. Bye. Baby, I'm doing all this and can't even